Hey guys, okay, so I'm going to show you how to factor using a method called bottoms up. Now we use this method whenever we have a number in front of the x squared term that is not a 1. Okay, so in this case we have a 3 right here. So we can't factor this like we normally factor trinomials. We have to use a different method. There's many different methods. I prefer this one. Okay, so the first thing you have to do, you take the number in front of x squared, the coefficient of x squared, which is 3, and you multiply it by your constant, which in this case is 4. All right, then we're going to rewrite the expression without the 3 in front. So x squared minus 13x plus our new number, 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, now we have a trinomial that we know how to factor. We no longer have this 3 in front of the x squared. We can factor this like normal. So we're going to set up our factors and sum chart. Okay. Factors of our last number, our constant, 12, that add to give me a sum of negative 13, the coefficient of the x term. So factors of 12 that add to give me a sum of negative 13. Okay, so you may have to think about those two numbers. What two numbers can multiply to give me 12 and add to give me negative 13? Well, we know it's going to be some form of 12 and 1, right? 12 times 1 gives me 12, and 12 plus 1 gives me 13. Now we want it to give me a negative 13. So we can put negative 12 and negative 1. Let's try that. Negative 12 times negative 1 gives me a positive 12. And negative 12 plus negative 1 gives me negative 13. Sometimes it takes a while doing the chart here. You just have to keep listing factors of 12 until you find one that adds to give you negative 13. Okay, so we found our winning numbers here. Now we just have to set them up as factors. So set up your two sets of parentheses. Okay, in this first set it's going to be x minus 12 because 12 is negative, times x minus 1 because 1 is negative. Okay, a lot of people make the mistake of ending here. This is not your final answer. Okay? In a normal problem it would be. This isn't a normal problem because we had this number, this 3 in front of the x squared. So remember in the beginning we multiplied by 3. So now we're going to divide by 3 in the end. Okay, so take these two numbers you found, divide them both by that first number, 3. So we have x minus 12 divided by 3 times x minus 1 divided by 3. Okay, after you have your fractions here, always check to see if one of them or both of them can simplify. Okay, in this case, this 12 over 3 can simplify. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we rewrite this as x minus 4. Okay, 1/3, we can't simplify this anymore, so this just stays x minus 1/3 for now. Alright, if in the end you've simplified your fractions and you still have a fraction left, like we do here, this is where you use the bottoms up method. Okay, this is where the bottoms up comes from. If you still have a fraction, you're going to take that bottom number and you're going to move it up in front of the x term. Okay, bottoms up. So let's rewrite this. This one's good. We don't have a fraction here, so this stays x minus 4. Okay, and this now becomes 3x minus 1. And that is your final answer.